Okay, so today we're going to be showcasing the AGL Grandpa Gohan that you can summon from the DB Saga World Tournament summons. I did the summoning video a few days back. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. I'd really appreciate it. We're going to go through Grandpa Gohan's details, what makes him good, what makes him bad, and of course, see how much damage you can do on a free-to-play team. So, let's go into the details of the card. He has 9,120 HP, 11,158 attack, and 7,988 defense. After seeing like all those EZA free-to-play cards, seeing these kind of stats is very lackluster. For his leader skill, he's an AGL leader for 2 key and 70% stat boost. His super attack allows him to do supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. Nothing too special there. For his passive skill, he gets attack and defense plus 120% at the start of the turn. Plus, you get 3 key and a high chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attacks, when there is an ally or enemy whose name includes Goku Youth. That also includes, like, Aurelian Goku, Goku and Bulma and such. So, that's really good, very easy, and it doesn't have to be on the rotation. It can be on any rotation, and it doesn't have to be next to Grandpa Gohan, which is great. So, you're not fixated on one rotation. And then, after you successfully evade an attack, you get an additional attack plus 120%, and defense plus 80% for 5 turns, which is really good, especially since it's also calculated separately. So that's even better. That results into a, adding the 120% boost as well from the start of the turn. You get 384% attack and 296% in defense for 5 turns, which is really, really good. For the hidden potential system, I've given him max critical and then 11 additional. I usually would give him 3 dodge, but I had him already set like this beforehand, and high chance of evading enemies' attack is pretty good enough. For his link skills, we have Turtle School, Kamehameha, All in the Family, Supreme Warrior, Incredible Adventure, Guardians of the Dragon Balls, and Shattering the Limit, with a total of 7 categories: Goku's Family, DB Saga, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, Otherworld Warriors, Earthlings, and Turtle School. We're going to be running him under double 150 leaders with the LR Krillin as both of the leaders, so that's a total of 300% stat boost. And then for the Goku Youth of choice for the showcase, we're going to be bringing the Kid Coat Goku from the World Tournament Rewards. I actually really like that Goku, and it's going to be my first time actually using him. So let's jump into the Gogeta STR Dokkan event. We will have type advantage, and we should be able to see some good damage from the Grandpa Gohan. Now, there's obviously some issues with the card, of course, being free to play. It's never perfect. I mean, it's very hard for a card to be perfect at this point in time. There's always something bad about it. The typical things, the link skills, not being the greatest. I mean, he's got the Incredible Adventure and Guardians of the Dragon Ball, which is good. However, there isn't like top tier cards with those set of links, so you're not going to always be activating it. Well, when you're running the card, you probably will be activating, because he's very restrictive of what you can actually run with him if you want to be running the full passive, because the restriction of Goku Youth is actually pretty detrimental. So if we look at the categories that he is in, Goku's Family, he's able to activate Goku's Youth pretty easily, right? DB Saga, pretty easy, because there's Goku Youth is only in DB Saga. You're mostly going to be running him with either the Coat Goku that I'm running right now, or if you're lucky, you got the Int Kid Goku, and an even better card to run and more damage output and stuff like that. That's like best case scenario, right? Now, I did mention that Goku Youth also includes Aurelian Goku and Goku and Bulma. The problem is Aurelian Goku doesn't have Goku's Family, so that kind of sucks to begin with, and the only categories that they share is DB Saga. And DB Saga as a team is not the greatest whatsoever. Which is the biggest issue for sure. Yes, you can run double Int Kid Goku, have a DB Saga team, but it's just not something you'd want to run all the time, and it's not top tier whatsoever. Earthlings, definitely not doable if you want to activate Grandpa Gohan's full passive. And then Turtle School, which is a category that I do suggest you running for this card. I was actually thinking about, when I made my first Turtle School category video, to have Grandpa Gohan and the Coat Kid Goku in the team, in the best free-to-play Turtle School team. However, then UI Goku showed up and completely replaced those two, unfortunately. But it wouldn't be a bad combination for sure. If I had the Kid Goku duped out, he would be even better. If you don't have the Coat Kid Goku or the Inter Kid Goku, your team selections are restrictive to only DB Saga, because the only other good Goku Youth card is Aurelian Goku and Goku Bulma, which only share DB Saga. So, yeah, all it needs to do is just release more Kid Goku cards, of course, with more shared categories. That's all it is. It's not that deep, and it's not that huge issue, but it is an issue to address, of course. Alright, so we don't dodge this, but I believe we dodged a few turns earlier, so let's see how much he tanks here. Should have double-checked on the... Ooh, double digits, wow. 2.5 million attacks that. Yeah, he is good. Like, he is really, really good. After you get the evasive maneuver, after you get the evasion, you know, he is really, really strong. And we're activating the Incredible Adventure, Guardians of the Dragon Ball, Kamehameha, All in the Family, I believe. I'm not too sure if the Kid Goku actually has it. Yes, he does. And then Turtle School as well. So, actually a really good linking partner if you do have Kid Goku. And just like that, we're already onto the last phase right now. Actually absurd. We're going to Ghost Dash here. Looks like we have a lot of AGL tanking. Hopefully Krillin doesn't do too much damage. I know we're getting like multiple 18 keys with him. But Gogeta, very tanky. Alright, good. Very, very good. Didn't want to ruin this showcase. I wanted to get a little bit more type advantage damage in. We did see 2.5 million attacks. That was that the best? I think it was the best rotation. Defense-wise, 126,000, 245,000 attacks. That is with his passive activated, which is actually not too bad. Going to tank normal attacks as you've seen before. Type advantage tanking should be all good. And we're just going to activate the Android 8 here, because Jackie Chan at the end is kind of scary. I don't think he can tank it that well against Gogeta. And 50% chance, and he didn't dodge any of that. But luckily, his passive is still on. 1.78 million damage. Let's go. Oh, a super attack. Luckily, I Android 8'd. Because we would have definitely taken like 200k damage for sure. Now it's only 50k. Okay, maybe 200k was a bit absurd, but... I don't want to get Roshi an 18 key. That's for sure. He would not... Gogeta would not like that. And I would like to get one last super attack with the Grandpa Gohan. See if we can do that. Just to end off the video right. Shouldn't be too difficult. As long as there's no crits. Should be able to finish off with Grandpa Gohan. So you probably won't see a lot of uses for this Grandpa Gohan. I've only really used him for Ultimate Clash, to be honest. I don't think I've ever used him outside of that. It's just that, you know, I don't ever run DB Saga, which I probably will have him on there. Kamehameha is full. Goku's family. I never use Bonds of Master and Disciple. Never use Otherworld Warriors. Earthlings in Turtle School. You know those categories are insane. I might, eventually, if this Kid Goku does get 100%ed and awakened, then it probably is worth to put the Grandpa Gohan in with this Kid Goku. But as of now, probably not ideal for a free-to-play team. And 101,000 defense, 212,000 attack stat. Okay. Do we get a dodge in? Yeah, there it is. Just to get that final bit of attack stat. And we get 1.2 million damage. A very solid card. It only needs to rely on dodging one time, and he lasts for like 3 turns, pretty much. Until you need to dodge again. And until then, he is like a pretty good tank. So, Not a bad card. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Check out all my social medias down in the description, and make sure you have notification bell on so you don't miss out on my daily content. Until the next video, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.